Have you ever heard of the Great Emu War? It sounds like a joke, right? But I promise you, it was. It was a real, officially sanctioned military operation in Australia back in 1932. So, what happened? Picture this. After World War I, thousands of Australian veterans were given land to farm in Western Australia. The problem was, this land was also the natural habitat of emus. Lots of them. About 20,000, to be exact. These giant, flightless birds were migrating after their breeding season and discovered that the newly established farmlands were basically an Olukani buffet. They trampled fences, destroyed crops, and were causing a massive headache for the farmers, who were already struggling with the Great Depression. Desperate, the farmers, who were ex-soldiers themselves, petitioned the government for help. They asked for military assistance, specifically machine guns, to deal with the emu invasion. The Minister of Defense, Sir Josh Pearce, actually agreed. He thought it would be good target practice for the soldiers and a great PR opportunity. So, he dispatched a small military force armed with 2 Lewis machine guns and 10,000 rounds of ammunition. The stage was set for a showdown. The Royal Australian Artillery versus a flock of emus. Sounds simple, right? Well, the emus had other plans. The first attempt was a total failure. The birds were too far away, and when the soldiers got closer, the emus scattered in all directions, making them impossible targets. A few days later, the soldiers tried to ambush 1,000 emus near a dam. This time, the machine gun jammed after firing just a few rounds. The emus, unfazed, just ran off. The military commander, Major Meredith, was stunned. He noted in his report that the emus seemed to have leaders who would keep watch and warn the flock of any danger. They were like feathered guerrilla warriors. After a month of chasing birds around the outback and using thousands of bullets to take down only a handful of emus, the operation was called off. It was a humiliating defeat for the military and a massive embarrassment in the press. The media had a field day, mocking the army for being outsmarted by birds. The final score: emus 1, Australian Army 0. The farmers were left to deal with the problem themselves, and eventually, a bounty system proved more effective than machine guns. So, the next time you think you're having a tough day, just remember the time the Australian military declared war on birds, and lost. And lost. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this weird piece of history, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. See you next time.